My name is Grace Suge, the 2022 International Fellow at the International Human Rights Arts Festival. I have embarked on a journey to the land of a people whose beauty has no common aspect. I have seen the women quite distinctive in their artfully plaited cornrows, their luminous bright beads, and a single plumage straight up in the pot of their heads. I have seen them putting their best foot foremost, with moves calculated to flay their traditional skirt and their laces in airy splendor. Yes, I have so far come in contact with the people whose facts and traditions are as rich as the dawn. But one is unlikely to perceive something in their women's constitution, the outlines of their nature, or the tenor of their ways, that a better percentage of them have undergone the most extreme form of female genital mutilation, a practice the Kenyan government gave the force of law by criminalizing, and the United Nations deeming it a violation of human rights. I saw it crucial to my better understanding, more so to get a clear insight of a subject which had for decades previously been looked at with an ignoring eye, and to learn the reasons for behavior that verges on the criminal from a people whose ways in that direction is still steeped in mystery. That's what sends me to them. Fired by my resolve, I joined an itinerary headed by a renowned FGM activist, Domtila Chesang. Setting her shoulder to the wheel of a vehicle and avoiding a shorter route known to be ridden with bandits of the most villainous type who keep the Pokot community in constant alarm, we went our way through a deeply serrated landscape and the densest and longest of routes through a forest, a place you never ought to enter if it were not the only safe passage. We had been 3 hours en route amidst intermittent rain and stifling heat, rounding a never-ending acacia-clad group of hills and deep hollowed passages, whilst at the same time taking in the entire height of Loturuk Hills, which a while since had seemed a very long way off, ungettable even when we gained Katulpog, that place of flowing waters, being our ultimate destination of this project. I managed to have a discourse with incredible women, all possessing pleasant manners, surprising honesty, and heavy stories.
Jadi babunya Thomas. Kita mau pintu aja, mau tahu kita mana kelas ini siapa? Ya cuman ini kita pakai. Itu tak kan itu kita bibi kita tak lagu tak. Laki ini tu aja. Ambo dia mau tanah kini tu sahaja ini bantu ini tak tahu. Kita memang nak buku ada jangan mau tak. Oh cuman saya hati-hati. Biar orang biar tahu dia mau biar aja nggak ada juga mau tak nyeri. Mau bisa kita ada yang untuk mat. Aja me ibu mau nak sekolah. Gua tak sekolah tu. Kelanan kita lagi kemudahan na. Kita tak mau kemudahan. Aja tu ni kemudahan. Dia macam dia tidak ini tidak kau kemudahan tu. Ambil tu ni. Dia kita punya sekolah komplit itu. Kalau mau cemanya saya. Buat ni lagi weru mau sih saja ni. Mau bisa ni buat mulai nangap dia. No tiene tu ni. Tan kita mau lakukan lagi. Aku tegamutan, betul tapi lakukan mendegan. Kalau saya, kata saya atau namun ada sepuluh, kita musam. Kalau namun ada sepuluh musam, agak tangan namun tu. Atau iya kiki kian kimong tiang balangonya. Aku lewat peisha koron ini orang lagi kaman, wede ngak naik wede ni, peisha koron.
Kayak barangnya motor, kayak kamu tahan nanti ngapain nanti. Ayat mas itu ya kalau kayu, kurang kita motor. Oyo kayak tertinya ser, tuh minta saya atau namun ya sebulan kau. Kimuan canan ini kimutan macam mana ya gitu. Meramai yang kalau surat tertinya sernya mah tapi itu nunggularot tuh, makuli mana yang mereka kan mau jangan tisian. Awak mama tanya TV kan, sudah TV ya sekolah, kamu tadi TV lah kau sekolah.
Honorable Grace Wenge. In the Pokot community, when you get circumcised, you just put your legs together and then it is just a small hole for urination. So when you get a child, you have to maybe make an opening again to cut that scar. And then after cutting the scar, you maybe have stitches, you stitch together. Separately again. Like now when you will have like 6 deliveries, you will have almost 6 stitches. So it is so painful. In the community, when you have not undergone circumcision, you are not ready for marriage. But when, even if you have 9 years old and you have undergone circumcision, you are ready to get a man. Because they count a girl child like a dowry. It is animals. They don't think it is a human to be given that right to be protected at all.
My name is Domchila Chesang. I am from West Pokot County, Kenya, and I'm an anti-FGM activist advocating for the rights of girls and women in my community, that is the Pokot community. And this is because I have experienced a number of challenges being a woman or a young woman from this community, where women and girls' voices have been silent. FGM has no benefit or any benefit to the victim.
I came away richly ornamented with beads as an abiding memento of my journey here, and a strong light became mine, which enriched my longing and famished mind with new knowledge, a good measure of it too. Hearing these accounts, it became impossible to reconcile all that had been said and what I found here. Most of the women drag out a miserable existence and a life of penury in an area where there is almost no industry, having to contend with the environmental terrors that climate change had subjected them to, for even the sun mercilessly glares on their barren landscape, slowly perishing the goats, camels, and cattle of this migratory population. Contending with long periods of drought, the people still cling with tenacity to a vice rooted in prejudice, a vice that will ultimately make the girl child convenient, a vice that licensed parents to pronounce a girl ready for marriage in her early teenagehood when she is circumcised and given away in marriage to often much older suitors who are waiting in the wings in exchange for livestock to fill back their diminishing folds. The beauteous sky an instant ago had become forbidding immediately our journey back was begun. It is a journey of little ease, with the curfew announced a day before due to recent banditry speeding our departure, and unlovely weather closing around with the rain threatening vengeance. We proceed warily into the gloomy depths of the forest, illumined only with new knowledge.